the spirituality of India is simply unavoidable. A land where faith has helped shape everything from politics to philosophy. India has given birth to many great religions such as Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, and Buddhism. Buddhism, founded by Gautam Siddhartha, who later became Buddha, the Enlightened One. Buddhism emphasizes on disciplines, values, and directives that a person should live by. Gujarat, the western state of India, has cultural traditions that are as old as the Vedas and forms an area that housed the regions of the Indus Valley civilization. Around 450 Harappan sites are found in Gujarat. Gujarat has a rich tradition of Buddhism. Buddhism in Gujarat. Junagadh. The 14 rock edicts, 256-57 BC, of the great Emperor Ashoka in Junagadh display that he had extended his domain into Gujarat. It was during the Mauryan rule that this region witnessed the influence of Buddhism. The hallmark of Buddhism is compassion for all living things. About 300 AD, a Buddhist monastery was constructed in Uparkot in Junagadh. There is a winding staircase to an upper chamber. The Khapra Kurdia cave and Baba Pyara cave are complex yet fascinating structures with beautiful carvings of Buddhist sculptures. Near Junagadh, the stupa at Boria seems to have been a prominent place of worship. The hills of Talaja near Bhavnagar and Sana near Una are known for their Buddhist caves. These caves are cut into isolated conical rocks. We come across evidence of an outstanding center of learning at Vallabhi, modern Vala, in the Bhavnagar district in the time of Maitrikas, which specialized not only in grammar, logic and Buddhist law, but also imparted knowledge in medicine and architecture. It ranked so high in Buddhist learning that the great Chinese traveler Huan compared it with the world-famous University of Nalanda. Kutch. In the 2nd and 3rd century AD, there was existence of Buddhism in Kutch, which is evident by the Buddhist caves in Siot, Kateshwar. Vadnagar. The noted Chinese traveler Huan visited Vadnagar sometime in the 7th century. He had noted that Buddhism was deeply established here, which is testified by the construction of a number of viharas to accommodate a large number of Buddhist monks, numbering over 1,000. An early image of Buddha, which resembles the style of the Mathura school of art, was found near Vadnagar and is placed in the Vadnagar Museum. Devni Mori. Devni Mori, meaning in front of God, near Shamlaji in Sabarkantha district of Gujarat, was one of the places where Samrat Ashok sent Buddhist relics. The area is a hilly tract of the Aravalli ranges. Devni Mori is a semi-rectangular valley of about 16 kilometers length and 2 kilometers wide. The river Meshvo also forms the valley. In 1936, buried monuments were found by Mr. P.A. Inamdar, a renowned archaeologist, followed by studies by the eminent archaeologists Dr. H. Gertz and Dr. U.P. Shah. Post-1960, Professor R.N. Mehta and Professor S.N. Chaudhary of MS University, Vadodara, excavated a mound which is locally known as Bhojaraja no Tekro. Excavations brought to light a stupa. The stupa, subconical in shape, had a base of about 120 feet and a height of 40 feet. And later, a casket containing relics of the Buddha were discovered. In all, 5 stupas were excavated.
I found a pottery called red polishware which gave the date. But the mounds of stupa and vihar were also traced, and they were built of many of the red bricks. So it definitely suggested that this may be a stupa and a vihar. So we started our excavations for 3 seasons. First we exposed the vihar, then the stupa. The stupa was composed of 2 square platforms. Most interestingly, so many Buddha images numbering about 30 were also found. How can I say that they are relics of Buddha himself? Because the reference in that is Dashabala Sharira Nilayah. That means the abode of the bodily relics of Lord Buddha. That is how I concluded this is definitely relics of Buddha in this thing. Moreover, the date of the stupa was also established by comparative study of this similar stupa in Sindh, particularly at a site called Mirpur Khas, and it has further implications and further relations in the famous Gandhar style of stupas in northwestern Pakistan.
The casket found inside the stupa is cylindrical, with detailed inscription in Brahmi script.
It was built on the Bhadrapada Panchama Dine, that was on the 5th day of Bhadrapada. Rudra Senecha Krutam Mavaniketu Bhutam Mahaviharasraye Mahastupam. It says that how it was built in the time of the King Rudrasena. And ultimately it gives the name of the monks who did this thing. All these things is given. Sadhva Agni Varma Namna. That means the Sadhu Agni Varma. Da Sha Bala Sharira Nilayah. This is the abode of the bodily relics of Dashabala. That is one of the names of Lord Buddha. Shubhashaila Maya Swayam Varahena.
It also states that the caskets were made by Vara, the son of Sena.
This glass bottle contains the relics which were enshrined within that casket. There are silk bags. These are the earliest silk bags in India, silk thread in India, and within that there were the relics of Buddha, and there is a gold bottle, small. Within that gold bottle were the ashes of Buddha himself.
The last verse indicates that the stupa was erected for propagation and expansion of the Dhamma, or religion, and Sangha, or the institution of monks. The stupa had excellent terracotta decorations, Buddha images, human and animal figures, arches, capital, and medallions. All the Buddha images were in the Dhyana Mudra. Plenty of pottery was excavated and are now housed at Baroda Museum and Shamlaji Museum. It is proposed to relocate and develop this most important historical site and make replicas of all the structures and consecrate the area so that devotees of Buddhism and tourists can visit the area. It has to be developed carefully and sensitively. Located amidst a beautiful serene environment, it shall attract a lot of tourists provided a sound infrastructure like good internal roads, approach roads, public facilities, accommodation and restaurants are developed. The government of Gujarat has proposed a master plan to retrieve the glory of Devni Mori by putting up a grand befitting monument to attract Buddhist pilgrims and nature lovers along with the regular tourists from all over the world. The proposal includes a grand monument for the relics, a grand museum, Interpretation and Research Center for Scholars and Tourists, Institute for Buddhist Studies, a library, meditation center, other facilities for tourists and pilgrims and visiting monks. Devni Mori, once developed as per the proposal, will be the gateway to the other Buddhist centers of Gujarat. The government of Gujarat has invited experts and Buddhist monks to guide in designing the architecture depicting Buddhism for development of Devni Mori site. The government of Gujarat is keen to develop this historical site into an internationally acclaimed Buddhist center, which will serve as a spiritual beacon for a lot of Buddhists in their journey.